Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another Looped In with Maritza. My name is Maritza Gertie, and I am the National Parents Union Deputy Director of Parent Power and Outreach. Thank you very much for giving me a bit of your time today. I truly appreciate it. As you all know, at the beginning of every podcast that I have, I give you some information and before I bring on my guests. So let me get started with that. Anyone that is interested in becoming a member of the National Parents Union, all you have to do is go onto the website, which is www.nationalparentsunion.org. You can become an individual member or an organizational member. Also on the website, you will see tabs pertaining to all of the current campaigns we have going on with the National Parents Union, the Every Family Votes campaign, the EPIC campaign, Everyday Parents Impacting Change. There are also a lot of toolkits that can help you with anything with regards to an individual educational plan for a child, how to set up a meeting, a multitude of information. So scrolling down below is the website again for National Parents Union. Feel free to go on there and look at it. It's been revamped and it looks amazing. Also, just a reminder, National Parents Union also has Facebook pages. You could also join the Facebook page, but joining on Facebook is not the same as being an official member of National Parents Union. So if you're also interested in that, all you have to do is type in the search bar National Parents Union, and you will see the official National Parents Union page. You will see the Northeast page, which is what I represent. You also see a Midwest page. You will see a Southern region page. There is a Texas region page, and very soon we will have a Far West page for anyone that lives out on the West Coast. If you would like information and you need to send it via email to the National Parents Union, you just need to type in info@npunion.org, and that email is responded to. Give them about 2 to 3 business days, and you will get a response. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions regarding this podcast, if there's anything specifically you would like me to cover or talk about, or people you would like to introduce me to be a part of this podcast, you can use that email or my email, which is right there on your screen, maritza@npunion.org. Families, as we had already stated earlier, the EPIC campaign, Everyday Parents Impacting Change. We are in the midst of this campaign. For all of you that are wondering what is going on with regards to the ESSER funds, the American Rescue Plan funds, for those that did not know, school districts across the country received $122 billion in the midst of COVID that we are still in. These resources are to be used to help our children, get back to where they should be or beyond with as far as how much learning loss they may have experienced. These funds should also have been used or still being used to help with the social emotional learning of all these children that have been through the traumatic experience of having to be shut in their homes for almost 2 years. There are a lot of young people out there that are going through a huge amount of emotions, and schools need to take advantage of these funds and get help for the babies. I mean, I'm talking about more counselors, more social workers, more therapists. All of these are needed in our schools to help our children. I know a lot of us, it may be culturally or may have been culturally a taboo to get help. I know that a lot of us come from a space where whatever happens in your home stays in your home. But when it comes to our children, we cannot let it be a secret if our family needs help. If a person's family needs help, if your children or child are in a crisis or have been experiencing some kind of crisis behavior and it's been perpetuated in school, let your school know. Demand of your school, ask of your school, what are you doing with the resources that have been given to our school to help the students in my child's school? You as a parent have a right to get this information and find out. Here is the link, epic.nationalparentsunion.org. Click on that on the National Parents Union website. On there, you will see everything that you would need to help you have that conversation with your school if you haven't done so. Family. The National Parents Union has partnered with great schools to send an open letter to Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona. When you go to the National Parents Union website or you go to the Great Schools website, there is a link. Once you click on that link, the letter is already typed up. It's just asking for your basic information, your name, your address, your phone number, your email, and your zip code, just to prove that it is a legitimate submission. It breaks down so to allow you to think about what is most important to you, whether it's reimagining education, COVID concerns, learning loss, or all of the options available. You are able to send a letter directly to the Secretary of Education's email. We need everybody to be on board with this, because the more letters that we inundate the Secretary's email with, he will see that families are serious about making sure that although the federal government cannot govern how states and school districts, spend the money, they can give them some direction. They can give them some suggestions. And here's something that we just found out very recently. Out of the entire country, there is one state out of this entire country that has not taken advantage of this opportunity with the American Rescue Plan funds and the ESSER funds. It is the state of Missouri. They have until the 24th to be able to make their submission to get those funds allocated to their school districts to help those children. This should not be a political issue. This should not be a partisan issue. It's about the kids. So if you know somebody in Missouri, you have people in Missouri, friends and family, acquaintances, if they did not know, that is what's going on in the state of Missouri. They are not taking action. The legislators that Missouri voters put in elected offices are not making sure that these funds are used. This is basically a use it or lose it situation. If they don't allocate these funds and direct them to where they should properly be allocated to, the state of Missouri, the children of Missouri will not have the advantage of making things a little bit better in their schools. I'm almost done here before I bring on my guests. If anyone is interested in Philadelphia in the area of Front and Hunting Park and getting a rapid COVID test, El Concilio, located at 141 East Hunting Park, will have its final day, Thursday, the 24th, of having rapid COVID tests. They are free, no insurance, and no identification is required. Let's see here. I'll get into this later. What I want to do now is I'd like to bring on my guests, and I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves so we can get into this conversation.
Yeah. Hello.
Welcome.
We got the real in the building. The real is in the building.
Yes. So please introduce yourselves.
Well, you already know who it is, man. I'm Pop, Ak21, the hardest working for his son, and that will make this handsome gentleman to my right.
All right, it's Ak21, the CEO of Ak21.
And we are Ak21 Shop.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Ak21. Well, I first saw.
We love the hoodie. Let's start the interview. Yes. We love the representation. We love the symbolism.
Yes,
we love it.
And this is gonna be a plug. Absolutely,
without a doubt.
You, young man, what is the name of the school you attend?
Bethune Bethune Elementary School, Old York Road.
Okay, so Mary McLeod Bethune Elementary School,
Yeah.
absolutely. Old York Road, the 19140 area of North
Without a doubt.
Absolutely. So I first saw your table with your merchandise during the back to school event.
Right.
Back in August, right before school started. And I was like, And I was doing, and I looked you guys up on on Instagram first, and then Dad, you have little ones in kindergarten just like I do.
Right.
Your little sister. And I was like, I want one. And
right.
What is this about? So Abdul Khalik, explain how did this start? Tell us your story.
All right, so this all started when me and him was at the barbershop and we went outside and we saw a kid somewhere around my age being rushed to the hospital, and I noticed that I saw bullet wounds like somewhere around his chest. And I said to my dad, if the parents or his caretaker were nice to each other, maybe that would never happen. So
then I said to him, first it threw me because as a parent in that instance, it kind of froze me because it made perfect sense. It was no detailed explanation needed to be had. It was sweet and straight to the point. If the people that were in charge of him were more kinder to one another, then that would never happen to him. So I told him that people will take it more and they will take it serious, which is ironic. They would appreciate it more coming from him as a versus to coming from me, somebody of their peers. And he had already been always wanted to have his own merch.
Yeah.
That's since he was first watching YouTube. I want merch like Ryan. Ryan, the little kid that got the toys and all the stuff. I want my own merch like Ryan. And I used to tell him to draw it up. If you could think of it, it might take Daddy a little while because that ain't my thing. But I'm gonna figure out a way to get it, to create it for you. But if we can think it here, it can be touched with our hands. He drew a mock-up. I said, okay, I guess I'm in the fashion business now. So I called a few friends of mine. We got the logo put together. We worked on it for a few days, maybe like a few weeks. We worked on it over and over, just revising it, just getting it down packed. And that's when we came up with it, the panda, which is his favorite animal.
Yes.
The AK, his first two letters of his first name. The 21 is his birthday. So we put it all together, and I made the acronym for it, always kind to everyone. And we've been moving ever since, just trying to spread that message of kindness for all, not just kids, but for all.
That's right. Because one thing, and I mentioned this to you before I brought you on, that I looked for some latest stats, and it's not something that any city should be proud of.
Right.
But as far as gun violence, 562 homicides last year, the majority due to gun violence.
Right.
And already we are at 77 homicides and 276 shootings, people getting shot already in 2022. And it's very, it's maddening. It's angering.
Yeah.
Abdul Khalik, I want you to share how you feel about hearing numbers like this. As as a young person, you're in middle school now. Pretty soon you're going to be going to high school. So how does seeing and hearing these numbers, what crosses your mind?
Like, the first word that comes to mind is why. Like, what's the point on shooting each other? Like, maybe because I've seen the whole Black Lives Matter movement. They've been getting shot up, killed, like, people left and right. And I'm, like, sitting there, like, on the news, like, why? Why do people do this? So.
And what message? I mean, I know the reason why you started AK21.
Mm-hmm.
But what is the message that you want to relay to young people first? I want you to tell me that. But then I also I want you to tell me, what do you want the message to mean to adults?
To adults.
And the kids.
Go first. To young people first. So what's your message to your peers first?
From all my friends that I've been around, don't get into too much trouble. I've seen what people could do and stuff like that. For adults, just let off yourself, because that creates a tension, and then that gets higher, so that they get stressed and angry and stuff. And then they get mad and do something like that, like shoot someone or kill somebody.
And I know I could say this as a mother. I have two grown sons. My eldest is 30, and my middle son is 26. He just had a birthday last week.
Nice.
It seems to be a lot of our young men that are going through something. They're going through some kind of crisis, and they're going through it on top of going through a lot of stress. I've seen it that for some reason they don't know how to communicate with each other.
Me being from who've been a person who at a younger age made some mistakes, and then now understanding those mistakes, regretting them, and trying to instill in my son the values that he needs to proceed and be a person of good character. What it is a transition between us being told to understand our emotions, something that runs erratically, something that most times come without knowing. You get a feeling without knowing. But everybody's telling the young men to control their emotions or to express their emotions, but they're not being taught how to. They're not being taught how to keep things balanced, how to have a balance. They're not taught how to have a balance. And as me personally, it's systematically, this is a plan that's been stretched out throughout the years of broken homes, due to whatever the situation may be. We'll be all day just talking about how they broke the homes up. But the broken homes and the broken community, the lack of integrity, the lack of pride, the lack of honor, the lack of loyalty, the lack of trust, those things we need back. We need back. We need our community back, because that's who raised us. It wasn't just inside of your house where you learned. You learned things from Miss Rose across the street, who came out every Saturday and cleaned up. You learned from Mr. Ron up the block, who fixed everybody's cars. And you will walk past and you can ask him questions about what's a carburetor. And he come on over here and let me show you. I ain't going to just tell you, come on over here up under this hood. I'm going to show y'all what this is. You learn those things, and we lack that. We lack that. And a lot of people think attitude and ignorance is the way to get things done. Like, yeah. And
I'm sorry about that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. This is a lot. This is so it's going to happen.
Hey, listen, this live. You might hear anything.
Lila.
They agree. The dog is agreeing with me. He feel what I'm saying.
Here she goes. She got to make her appearance all the time. but I absolutely agree with what you're saying with regards to leading by example, being an example. And you are a wonderful example. You and your wife are a wonderful example to Abdul Khalik, as far as being about it, having a plan, having a vision, wanting to make change. And that is such a very important part of adding children to the conversation.
Yes.
Allowing, and okay, Dad, you and I may come from a space where it was like, children should be seen and not heard.
Oh no, without a doubt.
But there is a difference in that and then having a conversation that involves children's input.
Right.
That's asking for children's input. That's saying, hey, how do you, I mean, I have conversations with I have a teenager as well.
Okay.
I mean, my 5-year-old, I talk to him too. I mean, and I ask them, how do you feel about certain things, you know, and tell them, allow them to be part of it, because unfortunately, we can't hide violence from them.
Yeah.
We can't hide it. It's happening. The stressor of this pandemic that we are still in the midst of has added to that.
Right.
It has created situations where people do not know how to handle the stress of having to stay home, not being able to go outside, not being able to interact with everyone the same way you would have done so 2 years ago.
Right.
We're not going back. So now it's a matter of, I actually saw, and I don't know if you know this, that I actually saw that in the state of Pennsylvania, they're trying to pass a bill that would limit the amount of guns being sold.
Yeah.
To one a month.
Yeah.
So that, like, per person, like, you can only buy 1 gun a month.
Yeah.
And it's working in New Jersey. And it's reduced the amount of gunshot victims and homicide victims due to gun violence by less than half.
Right. Yeah, so, I actually saw that, and the majority of the problem here in Philadelphia is the ghost guns.
Yes.
They get to buy them in pieces and they put them together, and they're untraceable. So that's the majority of it, and it's disheartening because, you know, it's he restricted to things that I know he would enjoy would he be able to go outside.
Yes.
And it saddens me, and I tell him that all the time. Like, I come from, you know, Saturday mornings, you either cleaning or you getting out the house. You're going outside.
That's right.
I remember days being outside from 8 in the morning till 6 o'clock at night.
Yes. Yes. And even then, our parents allowed us to be on the steps, on the porch, or on the stoop. I mean, in my case, I would hang out on the fire escape of an apartment building in New Jersey, you know, because it's still outside, but you know.
Right. And it made you so much more creative. You would find things to be able to entertain yourself. It created, I still have relationships with people I grew up with from kindergarten. Still to this day, best friends, 30 plus years, we still communicate, we like family. And that was the thing with him. That they lack social skills. They do not know how to talk to one another. Yes. They do not know. They don't know when they playing. You know, you have friends that, man, you play too much, but you knew it was a joke. It wasn't nothing to be taken serious.
Yes.
They don't spend enough time with each other to be able to understand that part. So those are things that you have to try to create in the houses, and then the homes. Like I said, the homes are broken. We're dealing with a lot of mental health issues. We talked to him about that. We talked to him about gun violence. I have a friend who is a cop that comes over once a month to teach him gun safety and how to protect yourself and how to travel from back to forth. These are things I have to do because this is his environment. These are his people. This is his community. So better stay ready than have to get ready. Yeah, but it's still like it takes away from him being silly and why it just takes away from things that as a dad I was preparing myself for. Like, stop throwing that, put that down, get off them people's step. Like, those type of things don't exist anymore. So
yeah, now it's just get off the phone,
get off the phone, turn the TV off, get off the computer. Yes. And you know, they do all type of tricks with those websites and those video games. So you gotta be mindful. It's a whole nother world that I never thought I would have to delve into to be able to protect them. But this is our environment.
So Abdul Khalik, give me an example of what you would like to be able to do that, like your dad said, what is one thing that you wish you could do, but because of safety concerns, you haven't been able to do it?
go outside.
Just go outside. You can.
Yeah.
I don't even send my daughter to the corner store.
Neither do I. And we live I live 7 doors from our corner store. I could stand in my doorway and watch him go back and forth to the corner store. But my anxiety is not going to allow me to make that decision to send him. And in that instance is when something happens.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't even let. I mean, we have a very big dog. My dog is
Right.
like 150 pounds.
Woo!
So people see her and they cross the street anyway. So even when my daughter says, "I just want to sit on the porch," I just want to sit on the steps.
Right.
And I say, we don't want to say no to her.
Right.
But we say, okay, take Lilo with you. It's very rare. It would be very rare if somebody even step on our first step without her going off.
Right.
But that is our only comfort in knowing that.
Right.
We don't let her do it unless we're home. The corner store, I think she may have gone to the corner store not even twice this year, since last year.
You haven't been to the store this year.
Yeah.
I just go to the supermarket and get everything we need. So there's no, I need to go to the store.
That's this guy.
Yeah, get the candy, get the chips, get the cookies, get the whatever you want to drink. Everything is in the house already, so that you don't have to say, I want to go to the corner store, because it's not even safe doing that.
Right.
And
right.
So Abdul, I want you to tell me, honey, what do you think would help as a young person? What do you think would help curb some of this anger that some people are feeling, that they can't talk things out?
To be honest, I don't really know. Maybe like a little bit of therapy, like get your feelings out, stuff like that. And I've seen stuff where it's like anger, it's like you like smash things and like do stuff like that, but nobody gets hurt. So like maybe stuff like that to get all this anger out of you.
Yeah. So anger management. Now, one thing that I learned is it's how to de-escalate.
Yeah.
So in a previous life, I've worked many years in customer service in one way or another, and I've learned how to get a very irate person to just calm down. And then also, I guess my work in human services as a caseworker, that's also helped me in, if I see a situation, how to, calm it down, calm it down, because things can blow up very quickly.
Right.
And being in certain areas, I'm quite sure, Abdul Khalid, your dad has let you know, when you're walking home or you're walking somewhere with some friends, don't walk into a hostile situation if you can help it. But from what I see, tell me how it's been for you in telling your story. And when people see this and they're like, hey, what's that about? It's not just about urban outfits, urban wardrobes, urban attire. What is your bet? I mean, you said it already, but what is it you can tell a person that's just coming in, that's never been to Philadelphia, never seen this, and it's like, what is this about? What's your elevator? I'm very curious. What's your elevator speech? What would you say? Leave me alone. What's your elevator speech? What would you tell a person?
So for like a person just like figuring out what this is, I'd be like, so this is my own clothing line, and I've made this called Ak21. Always contact everyone. It's a clothing line for kindness and peace for everybody. So, and then I kind of give them the stuff to go check us out and stuff like that, like at Ak21_shop like that on Instagram.
What is the name? I'm gonna put this on here. What is the name of it again?
At Ak21_shop.
Ak21_shop. Yeah, because I want to make sure people know, how to reach you and how to reach out to you and your dad. I can say this, I'm very proud to see a young person trying to do something to help improve his community, his school environment. Dad, you are both of you, whether you know it or not, you are living ancestors. The both of you are an example to others, to other people, other young people that may have the same kind of idea on, how to do it. By your dad reached out to people that he knew that may have known more about the printing process for, for everything you do, because it's not just hoodies, it's t-shirts, it's socks, it's hats,
it's mugs.
Oh, I gotta get a mug. I got to get a mug now. I have to get a mug.
It's mugs. It's slides.
Oh, see?
And it's our high-end wear. Abdul Khalik is the only 10-year-old in the city with his own custom-made designer shoe.
Oh, what? Are you serious?
I'm serious. We have our own custom-made designer shoe. We have plush bathrobes.
See? And this is the kind of thing, especially this month.
Right.
Like you two are my last guests for the month of February.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So this is amazing because you have created something that can be shared, can be worn, it's usable, it's footwear, it's athletic wear, it's oh my gosh. It's
housewear, we have dated wear.
Oh my good. See, I didn't know about all that. I was like, I just want to get a hoodie. Just I had no idea that it was so much, but it came from an idea based on something that you saw that hurt you.
Yeah.
Abdul Khalik, it was something that you saw and you were like, this shouldn't be happening.
This is him from 3 years old.
Oh.
This is like he has the biggest heart. And it made me tear up.
Yeah. And
I've never seen a heart. I've never seen a heart on a person like that. And I've been everywhere.
Yeah.
I've been everywhere. I've never seen a heart like that. I've never seen nobody care that much. And me, I care. Nah, that ain't. It wasn't in my vocabulary. Until he came along.
That's right. And our children.
I tell him all the time that he saved my life.
Yes. Our children are the ones that show us a different side of things.
Yeah.
Because we've been so hardened by what we see as parents, as adults. And if we didn't have good experiences, parents strive to make everything better.
Right.
So that they don't go through what we already went through. And the fact that he was inspired enough by what he saw, you were inspired enough by what you saw, that you have now created something that's going to grow with you, that's going to follow you for years to come. You created something that you could also pass down to your younger siblings or, your future children, or, provide opportunities for work for people as you get more and more orders for things. And it gets too much for dad to do or you two to do by yourselves.
Right. It's too much for dad to do now because
my gosh.
On top of selling the merchandise, we do our community outreach where we partner up with the community centers around the neighborhood. One of the community centers we deal with is As I Plant a Seed. We deal with them, stock the community fridge. We just did another partnership with a few people that we knew. Our cameraman, Jimmy Lenses, he partnered up with an organization who gave back. So, once a week, we're giving back, whether it be clothes, whether it be food, whether it be money. We're up at the school when the kids in the classroom need extra money for trips and clothes and stuff like that. Like, we real boots on the ground. Like, that's what we do as a family. That's our thing. Like, to have good character. We always say that nothing comes from good but good. That's the only way you can have anything, and you never lose when you give. You only gain.
That's right.
You never lose when you give. So these are the things that I try to instill in them. and work hard. We don't. Nothing comes easy, man. We make things look easy through hard work and learn. That's what we do.
Oh my goodness. And I want to give a very special shout out also to your mom.
Yeah.
Because
boss.
I know mom is a big part. That's right. I know mom. Give your mom a shout out right now because I know, shout her out.
The big boss.
He's like, say, Mom, I love you.
The big boss. Shout out to our COO, our Chief Executive Officer, Azzy. She next up to take over the brand, to add to the brand. She adds a lot. She's so good with colors. So them new color schemes that you see on the hoodies, that's her. The way she puts colors together. So you're going to see a lot of different color rotations with the hoodies, with the merchandise. We got a photo shoot coming up this Saturday. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that.
That's wonderful.
What else we got?
And these, do they also come in children's sizes too?
So this is the thing. This is the beauty of, kid size is a special order because his thing was he wanted this brand on the adults. This is an adult brand because he felt like they needed to hear it more and it created more of a conversation piece. When somebody say, hey, I like that. What does this mean? And people are proud to say, this is a young man. I know him. He's 10 years old. His thing is about kindness. And I've seen it happen. I've seen like my friends will wear it or people I've met will wear it and I'll see them and they be like, hey man, I was having a bad day, but I wore y'all hoodie or I wore a wristband and it reminded me like just to be nice and it got me through the day. And it's like those things are the moments that matter the most. Like to see him so a quick story, he had one honor roll got to be able to go to the Sixers game and be on the floor with the players. So he got to be in the back. He got to be in the locker room. He came out with Giannis Antetokounmpo, got a gift from everybody, but he had a conversation with those guys. And he asked them, how do you like having your name on your clothes? So, they they nonchalant. They like, yeah, it's pretty cool. They've been having their name on their stuff. They've been a celebrity for a while. And his response was, yeah, I like it too. I got my name in my own clothes as well. So it was like, what? So he had his hoodie on. He was like, yeah, this is me. This is mine. So, they go crazy. They go crazy. The locker room go crazy. It was like a beautiful experience. What is that? It's him getting to see what he thought here can be created. And it can be celebrated for everybody. It can be celebrated. We've shipped around the world.
That's wonderful.
When I say around the world, I've shipped to Italy. We've shipped to Spain. I've shipped every state in the United States, all the down South the Carolinas. I've shipped to Texas, California. These are the places I'm knowing off the top because most of the time I had problem with the mail, so I'll be remembering places.
Yes.
I've shipped to South Africa. We've shipped many places around the world, and it's the purity in the message, and it's the me as an adult. It made me accountable. Like, am I being nice enough? Am I calling to this?
Yes.
And it made me proud. Like, this is a reflection of our house. They always say, if you want to see a man's legacy, look at his children.
That's right. Oh my goodness. So this is creating a cascading effect.
Yes.
Your message, young man, is making people think. It's making them say, hey, I'm walking down the street in the morning, walking my son to school, and I can see somebody and it's like, hey, good morning.
Right.
Giving them a smile. You may be giving a smile or saying a good morning to someone that possibly had a rough night.
They could be at their low. I tell them that
early morning.
Yeah.
And being kind doesn't cost anything. And the fact that you have it emblazoned on items of clothing, on slides, on hats, on coffee mugs, wristbands. I mean, everything. Yes, everything. I'm gonna go on your shop on payday, and I gotta get some more stuff. But it's, oh my goodness, I'm very proud to say I know you. I really am, and I'm hoping that people take from this, get some encouragement, get some upliftment, right, and understanding that even from the mind of a very young person, change can happen.
Right.
A mindset change can happen. And you as a dad, I mean, you're beaming with pride.
Right.
And this is also something that is also inspirational to other parents, that when their child comes to them with an idea, support it. Be supportive of that child that has that idea. Don't restrict them. Let them blossom with their idea and help them with it.
We live in a vision board.
It can happen.
We live. This is a real life vision board. Yeah. This is a real life vision board. These are these ideas. He'll come. I'll be there. So my slogan is the hardest worker for my son, and I legitimately mean that because I work the hardest. Can we say that? Can we acknowledge that? I worked hard. I haven't been paid yet, too. So if you have an agency I can call. I need human resources. I haven't been paid.
All right, young man. Man,
I haven't been paid.
He needs to cut. He needs to cut of what you're earning. I don't think he's asking for much.
Right. Right. So he'll come downstairs and it'll just be at random. And he'll be like, Dad, you think we can put the logo on a shoe? I'll be like, I ain't never made a shoe in my life. Wow, I'm sure we can. We both sit down, and this shoe, I want everybody to know this, that this shoe is designed by him. This is his design. This is his color schemes. This is his choice. We partnered up with a company called I Live Shoes, and we got the shoe deal done. We've sold over 20 pair of shoes worldwide, which is big for an individual shoe company that we're considered a shoe company now, but for an individual to create a shoe and to have a worldwide production and manufacturing and purchase, that is humongous. 20 cells, one cell of your personal shoe is big. So, and it just blows my mind, keeps me on my toes, the things he can come up with. Even my daughter, the colors. So when I come up with a different color, I always check with her. What you think? And she be like, you think you do red? Red for me. And she want red on everything. But
this is your kindergartner?
This is my kindergartner who's responsible. She's responsible for our color schemes. She picks out the colors.
I love it. So, Abdul Khalik, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, with the Tesla.
Yeah, definitely with a Tesla.
You want a Tesla? Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you? What grade are you in right now?
5th.
Okay.
I mean, technically 6th grade, but yeah, 5th grade right now.
Okay. So what high schools are you thinking about when you had to choose 5? Which one?
I don't know one.
So his thing is, he wanted to do, after Bethune, he wanted to homeschool.
Okay.
So he wanted to homeschool. Yeah, right. He wanted to homeschool because he wants to work. So he wants to be in position to be able to go to school and
work.
Do the brand for.
I know many.
I tell him that all the time, right?
Homeschooling. That's right. You'll have the freedom to be creative and still get the education enrichment you need,
right? And
from home, at home, from the comfort of your home, and you'll be able to be mobile because you'll have your information with you. You have your laptop with you. As long as you have Wi-Fi, you can have school any time of the day or night and still dedicate.
Like the entire pandemic, we did virtual learning on the road. If you go back and look at our page, you'll see us going live. He's in class, me and my daughter making a delivery all at the same time.
Yeah.
Like we've been, I think that's the number one thing. Our family dynamic is amazing. Amazing. It's all about how can we help one another. So, and it's about good character. I always teach them to limit the things that you care about. You'll limit your disappointments. If you don't care about that, you won't be disappointed by not having it or wanting to have it. If that's not your thing, that's okay for that not to be your thing. And a part of that is me learning from him. I'm from the era like I didn't have it. I got it now, son. Like, come on, let's get the Jordans and all of that. He's like, no, I don't want that. I don't like that. I like my own. I like my thing. And I'm like, come on, let's put some polo on and those things that I couldn't have at his age that I thought were so amazing.
Yes.
Right. And
he's making it on his own. He's making it.
He said that it will look better if I had a shirt that said what I like video games or money. And I said, as simple as that may be, that would take off if you just start printing shirts that said money on it.
Just like Supreme, all they did was
exactly.
I can make that in 5 seconds.
Exactly.
Look at that. See, you guys don't understand. You brothers do not understand how this is making me so happy right now.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
And my hope is that anyone that is watching also feels inspired, also feels, the love and sees the love that you two have for yourselves,
right,
for each other, for your family, for being an example in the community, for being an example at your school, amongst your peers. You're doing it, young man. And you're only, and I'm like, he's 10 years old. He's 10. He's 10. He's 10.
He just turned 10.
Yes, a few months ago, just turned 10. You are an amazing young man. I want to thank you and your dad for agreeing to be on here.
Yeah, we appreciate, and we stand behind the platform. We stand behind the platform.
I so appreciate that. Don't be surprised if more folks reach out to you.
Let's go.
Because
we boots on the ground type people.
Yes, your story is inspirational. I'm serious. And it's not just about, selling merch. It's the message.
Yeah.
The message is what I know people will be drawn to.
Right.
They'll say, you know what? This young person right here deserves all the support. Because I see a lot of adults there. A lot of adults are out here with their messages, with their merch. But this is coming from a child.
Right. That's why I told him why it was so impactful.
Yes. And it definitely is. And I love mine. I was like, I love the purple. I love the purple and gold. I'm like, hey, I might be rocking this when I go to the Bahamas this weekend.
Well, we got some we gotta get you. We got t-shirts. We gonna send you some t-shirts.
Oh well, I leave Thursday. So you want to get me in the morning before I leave to go to the airport?
Sure.
You drop your babies off. You let me know. Be like, I'll meet you in the front office. That is not a problem.
Or listen, I will put your package. Matter of fact, you say you drop them off. What time you drop them off? You pick them up
5 in the morning.
I'll put it in Terrell's bag. I'll give it to the teacher, and she can put it in his bag, right?
Yeah, as long as I can get it. Yeah.
I'll do that.
Oh my gosh!
You can't have you in the Bahamas with no hoodie on, nah.
Well, no, they told me bring in case it gets windy.
Right? Nah, we want you draped up and dripped out with a nice tea on.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. But listen, I can't believe how quickly an hour, almost an entire hour goes by.
Right.
So again, I want to thank you both.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
If I ask you to come back.
No problem.
I know a lot of people that love talking to young people. So some of my colleagues that are out there working with, children's panels, student panels. This young man right here, Jason Allen, my brother from Atlanta. This young man right here, reach out to him. Have him be on one of those student panels, and I guarantee you, he's going to have some inspirational viewpoints and things to say to inspire other young people to continue going for their dream. Thank you so very much. It's up to you to hang out in the green room. I'm going to have some final announcements, but if not, thank you so very much.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Give a shout out again if you want to your school, young man.
It's Bethune Elementary.
Come on, man. That's my alma mater. My alma mater. You got to represent. I don't know what that is. Mary McLeod, Bethune Elementary.
Yes. Man. And I'm going to send this to Principal Bradley.
Without a doubt, Principal Bradley, we love you.
Yes.
We love you.
Yes. Shout out to your mom, to your little sister. You got to do this. I want to say shout out to my mom, to my little sister.
You better shout your mother out.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. Oh my
God. She gonna hit it when I'm almost dying having you. You ain't want to shout me out.
That's why I'm making sure I'm saying shout out to mom. Shout out to your
shout out to mom. AK21, our official. What mommy title? What title she give herself? She's supply chain manager. That's what she get. That was her title. So
supply chain manager. That's
we
right.
We need her when we run out of blanks and ink and paper and.
Who handles that? Mom.
Rest.
Remember that. Without her, the production line will not keep on going.
Without our supply chain manager, we love you. We love you. Shout out to our COO, Azzy, our kindergartner, our energy bug, our personal trainer. That's our personal trainer. She come over and was like, who want to exercise? Nobody.
I love it.
We love it. We appreciate the platform. We appreciate everybody. So, and we love the giveaway. So real quick before we go off, the first person who check out this, who DM us at AK21_shop. That's at AK21_shop on Instagram. We have a gift for you. 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 You have a hoodie and a keychain.
Person that DMs them on Instagram, and here it is, AK21_shop. Look
and say that you watched us live.
Yes.
We have a gift for you.
Oh, that's so great.
We have a gift.
You get me excited. I'm like,
no. We got you. We got you. Sitting by the Bahamas, draped up and dripped out.
Thank you. I'm going to put you in the green room. Like I said, you can hang out till I'm done. If not, thank you so very, very, very much.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Family, I hope that you have thoroughly enjoyed this. Happy Black History Month. I couldn't think of a better way to end out this month, even though celebrating Black history is 365. I truly felt honored at being able to speak to this very special young man and his father. Like he said, AK21_shop, the first person that DMs them on Instagram will get a very special gift. I'm re-energized. I mean, I love this. Seeing young people do their thing, seeing the family support, seeing the family love, seeing the fatherly love, seeing a father and son doing their thing. It made my heart sing. It made me happy, and I hope it made you happy too. Once again, if you want to be a part of the National Parents Union, all you have to do is go onto the website, sign up. It's a very, very quick, small questionnaire with your information, and you will become a proud member of the National Parents Union. This will be it for me for this afternoon. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Until next week, have a great one. Thank you.